So I'm on my own at the minute, Dan. My missus is over in the Caribbean.
Oh, that's nice. Wait. Jamaica?
No, she wanted to go.
Live from New York!
BRB UK. Worse teeth, better accents.
Live from Slough. It's Friday night. Welcome, one and all. It's BRB UK. Coleman made me do a cold open and made me feel dirty inside. My name's Dan. I'm one of your hosts. This is episode 502 of BRB UK. I'm joined by Coleman this week. Say hello, Coleman.
Oh, it's so cold, that open. Hi!
Oh, frosty cold open. We're without Tim this week because I'm not entirely sure why, but we're without Tim. He's fine.
Well, I suggested we start a little bit earlier today, and Tim came back with, no, but I can start later, which is the opposite of what I wanted.
Yeah. So we took
we went with the earlier.
We went executive decisions, and we're like, yep, we want done. So we do doing and stuff. Right, Coleman, how's your week been? Your week of freedom, since your missus is not at home.
I mean, I wouldn't say freedom. I'm using the time to. I mean, I'm hoping her brother's not listening because he listens to the show. I'm using the time to make it seem like when she calls, I'm not doing anything and I'm just kind of lounging about and stuff. But in reality, I'm running around doing all the odd jobs around the house that haven't been done and like trying to make it all nice for when she comes back to surprise her. So,
young love.
Boyfriend points. Young love.
Young love. In a couple of years, you'll see things my way. Tarting the house, I was making sure you're wearing an appropriate pair of things covering your undergarments.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 15 years is a long time away.
That is true. It's very true. True. So you're looking forward to having her back in 2036, then, basically.
Yeah. She's back on the 16th. I get like 14, 15 days to myself, but that's all stuff around the house, putting up shelves and a big mirror on the chimney breast and things that she's wanted for a long time. Yes, it's the word breast, Dan. You don't have to go wide-eyed.
No. I was just on. I'm really glad it ended in mirror on the chimney breast rather than she's been wanting this mirror on the ceiling for a really long time. Sorry. Other half Coleman's brother. You don't need to.
I was looking at houses a little while ago, and there was a huge bedroom in one, and this massive, like the entire ceiling was a mirror.
Nice.
I know what you're up to.
There was some kind of swing in the corner as well. I couldn't quite work out what that was all about.
I think that was like one of those exercise bikes, but it was a seated one, and there was a hole in the saddle. And let's move on and talk about video games.
Did it have something that looked like a doorstop, but was bizarrely about waist height on the door? No.
Yeah, that sounds about right. If you've ever seen the film Burn After Reading, let's leave it at that.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Okay.
So, without Tim, we don't have any menus to talk about. I'll be doing more Steam Deck things, and I won't get abused for trying to impart genuine, helpful comments about if you want a nice power adapter, here's one. Tim got really grumpy with me about that last week. He was like, no, talk about power. Oh, you can't go talk about menus. So anyway, so Tim, this is what happens when you're not here for a week.
I think it's because we give him stick over the droning, and then you proceeded to drone.
Yeah, but, I mean, to be fair, that's not an unreasonable comment.
I mean, if we had a wrestling section of the podcast, I'm sure I'd drone about that. It's just one of those things.
Hey, look, once every 6 months, I'm allowed to speak about either Destiny or something PC related, let's face it.
Yeah, something you're really big into, like pensions.
Thanks, exactly.
Because you're old.
Good. Well, actually, I'm a bit worried about my pension, man. That's around for another time, as we plunge headfirst into economic oblivion. Yeah, talking of helping plunge myself into economic oblivion, I've been playing more stuff on my Steam Deck. Man, that thing is freaking sweet. I'm loving my Steam Deck. I'm loving it.
Following on from last week, should I be looking forward to a Steam Deck or should I go with my plan of getting a PSVR 2? Because I'm still leaning towards the PSVR 2, I think.
I think by the time, if you joined the queue for a Steam Deck now, you probably would have recovered financially from having purchased a PSVR 2.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll get offered one in 2023 for 2024.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But look, I'm loving it, and I've just been having great. And actually, it's been quite nice queuing up a bunch of like the lower-fi games that you wouldn't necessarily sit in front of a big honking gaming PC to do. So finally playing through Hollow Knight properly, finally rediscovering lovely games like Noita, Into the Breach that Tim's going to talk about. It's just such a great little system for gaming, and the versatility of it's incredible. I mean, I'm sure I'm preaching converted here, but it's been really great. I've now got PlayStation Remote Play set up on it. Now I've got Xbox Cloud Gaming set up on it. It's my do everything machine. It's amazing. I like it. I'm glad. I'm glad you're enthused for me. But no, I mean I think I've been probably spending as much, if not slightly more time tinkering to try and optimize my games and actually playing games, if I'm brutally honest with myself. But I do have everything set up nicely now, I think.
Good.
Possibly a bit more tinkering. I don't know. I mean, I've got my emulators set up with my completely legal collection of games.
Mm-hmm.
As we all have completely legal collections of games. So that's good. That's been fun. But yeah, I mean, just really, frankly, and it's quite nice just to be playing through some old games, having a good time. So there we go. Good times. Talking of old games.
Good times.
And playing games. I finally took your advice on something, Coleman.
Oh, yeah? You got the ointment?
Do you know what I'll take your advice on? I'll give you three guesses, bits of advice you've given me that I've now actioned into action.
Hold on. Right.
All right.
You haven't shaved your head because I see you still have hair.
Thank you. Yes.
I see you've not stopped dressing like James May, so
Thank you.
that's the second bit of advice.
So look like James May, sound like Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah, you're married, so that's another bit of advice that wasn't taken on board.
Wow.
You're playing WWE 2K22.
I wish, Coleman. I wish. I'm playing, frankly, what can only play second fiddle to that. I finally, because it turned up on PSXS Pro Plus Max, Marvel's Avengers.
Ooh.
I am.
But we've not been playing together.
No, because I was doing single player stuff. Because you're like, Dan, there's like this intro bit, and you need to like bash through the intro bit. And
good point.
So I'm bashing through intro bit. It's not really spoiling anything because it was in the demo. So I've now played through the first with Kamala Khan, and I have gone. She's now grown up, and I've now started to be chased around by AIM, and I've met the Hulk.
He's a good Hulk.
It's what's really weird because I was expecting almost something a bit like DCUO. DC Universe Online, that kind of quasi-Diablo thing. But it's nothing like that. So I don't know why I got that idea in my head. But I've been really pleasantly surprised by it so far, I have to say.
I will tell you, after about 2 hours, that will fade. And it will really start to feel like, hold on, the studio was brought in to make a Destiny game, which they started doing. And then at some point, they were told, no, we want Destiny. And that's what it will feel like. Like you've suddenly lost this first-person narrative and you're collecting slightly different armaments for higher numbers.
Yeah, I think that started to happen. I got a bit confused with how I level up my items. That was very confusing. It likes throwing random prompts in your face, I've discovered.
I find you do the Destiny thing. You go, okay, so I've got different levels of types of items, like common, epic, legendary, exotic type thing. And you go for the absolute highest one and then just forget equipping the others until they pop up. And then once you've got the top level of the highest thing, then you start leveling that up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. But I had a little insight as to what it must be like listening to me babble on about Destiny, because it started introducing the various currencies to me, and I was like, what? I do the what with the where now, and I stand on my head whilst sticking two fingers up my bum, and only then will I be able to upgrade this bit of armor. Well, it's not a bit of armor. If you're the Hulk, you're upgrading his survival spine. It's really weird.
I want to upgrade my bones.
Exactly. It's a bit like, all right, Steve.
No, it's the seen that as a Gordon Ramsay clip. It was quite popular for a bit. What about the bones? The moldy bones.
All right. Oh yeah, that. All right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. So it was just very similar to Steve. It's got an element of your Steve voice. That.
What?
There we go.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched a bit of Stone Cold Steve Austin on the Hot Wings thing.
Is he on Hot? Is he on Hot Ones?
On Hot Ones, yeah. He's a really interesting guy, very odd guy, an interesting.
Oh,
guy.
He is. He is. You just got to ignore the woman beating element of him,
Yes.
and he's a very interesting man.
He's an interesting man.
just
I
gonna
was going to say, yeah,
save that
interesting
for
is how
later.
I would describe it.
Yes.
But yeah, but I mean, aside from like weird upgrading, like Hulk's forearm, I don't know, very strange. I don't quite get it. Or upgrading his rib cage.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's the
that's what you
unfortunate
do.
thing, because unlike Destiny, your most MMOs or games of that ilk, you're not picking up items to cosmetically change your character. You're literally just doing it for power. Any cosmetic changes you want, you're buying a whole costume through the store, which is a bit of a jip. You can unlock stuff also, but things like if you want the movie accurate version of an Iron Man suit from Iron Man 2, then you're probably paying like 10 quid. I don't know what the currency exchange is, but
I felt it was a bit egregious. I actually think it's a bit of a. I can see why in an IP like Avengers or the MCU. Well, it's not really the MCU in the Marvel universe.
yeah.
MVGU, Marvel Video Games Universe. MVGU.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call it. MVGU. That's
MVGU.
from MVGU from here on out. It's what it shall be known as. I can see why they've done that, but it is a bit of a shame that. Because actually having your characters start to look a bit more badass is actually quite a cool thing in games like Diablo or Destiny, something like that. With Avengers, that not happening, you just get to say, oh, look, he's got a look at that fancy new ribcage he's got, the lucky scamp.
Yeah.
It makes sense, like, getting a new ribcage if he was like Wolverine or something, but it's a bit weird.
Yeah. The problem I have with it is the pricing solely because, when they came out with this game initially and did the whole E3 speech thing and went, hey, this game will have no microtransactions, no pay to win and everyone, woo! And no one understood why people were hooting and hollering for it. It's like, well, yeah, give us the content in our video game for the money we paid for our video game. But they went, hey, any new characters that come out, they'll be free, included in the price of the video. Oh, that's cool. That's good. Good. And any, you won't have to pay for items to get any kind of XP boosts or stuff like that. And then they started selling XP boosts, which they've then removed because they realized that was.
You still got those with like Prime Gaming and stuff, though. Because I link my accounts and I get some kind of hero boost because I'm like real hero. Apparently,
you get given items, like they'll give away certain items over like for XP boosts and stuff, but they won't sell them to you outright anymore because people complained, which makes total sense.
Which is fair enough, quite honestly.
Yeah, the only thing that I can see that they sell to you is hero cards for new characters. So any existing characters in the game, you already get their hero card unlocked. Anything like Mighty Thor or Kate Bishop or Hawkeye. You have to, even though you get those characters for free, if you want the hero card to unlock stuff along the way, so kind of like a, what do they call them? Not a season pass, but the stuff for Rocket League. And, you can unlock certain rewards, but if you pay, you can unlock different rewards.
Oh, like you've got the free track and the paid track of like,
yeah.
Well, it is essentially, it's kind of like the fancy version of the season pass, isn't it?
And I think those are about £7 or £8 per character. It's
per character, not per account.
No, per character. So again, you get them for all the existing characters in the game, but then any DLC characters, you get the DLC character for free, but you have to pay for the hero card if you want to unlock all the stuff for that character.
And like all of the extra campaigns and stuff, are they bundled with the free game, with the base game, or?
Yes, but they stopped doing them because they've done them up to the point of, I want to say Black Panther.
Yeah.
So they did the Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, Black Panther, and then when Spider-Man came out, they just did like a couple of little cartoon cutscenes, but they didn't really do like a big campaign like they did with the other ones. And they've done the same for Mighty Thor. So it's like it's kind of like that period where they did I don't know if you ever played the Matrix MMO.
Matrix Online. Briefly experienced that assault on my senses, yes.
Yeah, so whenever they released a new campaign for that, they did like big cinematics and stuff, in-game cinematics and voice acting and things and like a big setup to how this. And then at some point the budget got cut and they just did kind of storyboard scripting to how they were going to set them up. And it feels a bit like that.
To be honest, if you have a look at Destiny when they were in bed with Blizzard, Activision, and yeah, very beautifully rendered cutscenes. And I quite like where they've gone with like the comic book, the kind of motion comic styling that they do. That's what you get these days. So
yeah, that's pretty
enough.
much what they do is motion comics. But and I get that's fine. It's not as popular as they were expecting. I can expect that the budget has been cut for this game in certain areas. It is a shame because there was such a big promise going in. The only thing I don't like is the pricing of the costumes because at the end of the day, they are just costumes. I don't know what the conversion rate is, but if I remember rightly, I think it might be like £10-15 for like an exotic costume. So if you wanted Thor from Endgame, but not quite Thor from Endgame because he doesn't look like Chris Hemsworth, and it's not Fat Thor, which is Best Thor.
Fat Thor.
You are paying a lot of money for just a costume, basically. But that's just because they decided that you're getting your characters for free, so they'll have to make up the money elsewhere.
If it makes you feel any better, I will wear an exotic costume for you, and I'll only charge you a tenner.
Aw. I mean, there was that whole thing I was talking about. I don't think you're on this show actually, but we were talking about, they did a big update to trying to make it more user-friendly for newcomers coming into Avengers. And that broke the game on PS5. So for about a week, I think it was, or maybe it's just been a couple of days, but by the time you got back in, they went, sorry, here you go, you can have Iron Man 1 movie costume for free. Like,
I've got a bunch of free crap for something they apologised for, which when I wasn't playing the game, I was like, wicked, fine. If you got that much self-loathing, I'm happy to cash in on that. Thank you very much.
You might have that. I mean, it might have counted from when you played the beta. Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah, it might have done. So anyway, for Marvel's Avengers, if you have got PS Plus XS Pro Max, whatever, totally worth a little look. Good fun.
Let's play some this weekend.
Can I just say,
I like that game.
The character animation, really good, really good. And for the love of God, do yourself a favour and play it at 60 frames a second, not 30.
Oh, totally. The minute I played on PS5, I could not go back to playing it on 30. Have you played as Iron Man yet?
No, not yet. Only in the intro bit.
Okay, you got some fun.
Yeah, boy.
The flight is very fun in that game.
Yeah, I enjoy being Hulk though. Hulk's fun.
Hulk is good. I need to power up my Hulk some more because I got way into Iron Man and then I got into Thor. Any of the flying ones, basically. Captain America, weirdly as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't fly. No.
He's got little wings on his head. He's got little wings on his hat though.
Yeah.
The wings. They don't do anything. They're like they're like kind of the superior equivalent of T-Rex arms. They don't do anything. They're completely vestigial little wings.
If I remember rightly, I think I've maxed out Iron Man and Spider-Man. So I've got some other ones I need to get into. I started getting into Kate Bishop for a while as well. Yeah. I do like that game. I need an excuse to play it more than rather than just here's a new character but no perks to that character.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Fun times.
Yes. So, enough about old things that I've played with for now. Yep. What have you been playing, Coleman? Because I understand you've been playing with a new thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, other than playing Powerwash Simulator, which I do a lot.
That's really good on Steam Deck.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much because there's not so much you can really talk about this game. It's playing with a power washer, which is good because it's going to... Yeah, it's going to stave me off actually being able to use my power washer because I was fully ready for doing the gardening this weekend, and now we got a hose pipe ban starting on the day this podcast comes out. So that's fun.
I haven't got a hose pipe ban.
Hose pipe ban from Friday, baby.
Yeah, boy.
And I don't want my neighbours to grass me up, so I'll have to use a normal watering can. But I was fully ready to get the power washer out. But in preparation for this, I've been playing Powerwash Simulator. It is exactly as it sounds like. You use a power washer. Along the way, you do things like you have to start off by power washing your van, which you are going to go and drive off to do all your different jobs of power washing various things. Along the way, you will find, hey, can you power wash my motorbike? Can you power wash my patio? Can you power wash this playset? Can you power wash my entire bungalow?
Of course I can.
It just keeps on going. Yes. It is very much in the same vein how I was gushing over House Flipper not that long ago.
Yep.
It's the same kind of game, but rather than putting in thought to, items you have to place in what and where, it is literally, can I clean all this dirt off? How am I going to do it? How efficiently am I going to do it?
I have a question.
Of course you have.
Is this not just you becoming very middle-aged? and enjoying the finer things in life, like putting a mirror on your chimney breast? Is this not just that bleeding into your video game and saying, oh, do you know what I really would like? I'd really like to do a nice bit of power washing. So what I really want to do, I want to chill out, I want to clean some and I want to have a wonderful time while I'm doing it. And then I can go to another game, and then I can tidy up the house. And then, imagine if, flawks and mercy, imagine if they did a crossover game where I first I'd power wash and then I'd tidy. Oh, my dreams would be complete. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
No, little secret on the outside of this podcast. I am a freak when it comes to cleaning and organizing and just general cleanliness around the place. So
That's the main reason. He's not actually bald. That's how he just shaves.
That's how I get rid of my hair.
And just so he can get that squeaky clean look that he loves so much.
Yeah, I power wash all my hair off my head.
Do you? Lovely, brilliant.
Yeah, it sounds painful. Have you done that thing where you're power washing? You go, I wonder what it feels, and you just put your hand under it.
Yeah, don't do it.
My skin's coming off. Yeah,
don't do it.
That.
We've all done that
Not long
once.
ago as well.
It's a mistake you only make once.
Yeah, I borrowed a power washer for my first house when I was like 16, 17, and I've wanted one ever since, but I've not had a garden. Now I have a garden. The first thing I did was went out and bought a power washer, so I love power washing.
That's why earning the big bucks, Coleman. Go and get yourself a power washer.
That's it. Now I have a power washer, but we live in a world of inflation. I can't afford to run it anymore. So I will do it on a video game instead. It's one of those calm little games you can play, you can put on. You don't particularly need to listen to the sound design or anything like that. Whack in a podcast, listen to a bit of who are these podcasts, listen to a bit of music or watch something, and just scrub away some dirt. And along the way, you can pick up upgrade. You earn money, you pick up upgrades to get different nozzles and foams and things to make the job easier. But it doesn't really matter because you can just water clean everything along the way. And it's very relaxing and calming. And it is something I like to do. And I had my girlfriend's brother over the other day where we were talking about new video games. And he was talking about how he platinumed Stray and asked what I was playing. And I went, I've played 40 hours of a game where I'm pretending to clean stuff. And it doesn't quite compute.
No.
But yeah, good game.
There's something quite nice and cathartic, almost kind of like meditative about those. It's a bit like Hard Space Shipbreaker, where actually you're just doing something pretty menial over and over again, that if you were doing for a real job, you go, why the hell am I doing this? But actually there's just something nice and quite mindful about it.
It's No Man's Sky before any of the updates.
Exactly. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Middle Age Gaming Podcast right here. That's what me and Coleman are talking about.
But yeah, that's good. I play that on my phone on Game Pass a lot, and then I'll switch it on at home while because I'll be so invested in something that I can't listen to stories and things, and I just want to watch something or listen to something, and I go, let's put Powerwash Simulator on and play this along at the same time. Yeah, boy. Good
times.
The other thing I'm playing, which Tim spoke about not long ago, so I don't want to touch too much on this, but the MultiVersus beta, open beta, is available now. Yeah, MultiVersus, which is Warner Brothers.
Yes.
Yes, MultiVersus.
Multiversus.
Yes, no. Actually, yes, no.
Yes.
What it is when many of the Warner Brothers properties come together, including the amazing characters of Scooby-Doo or Game of Thrones. I can't do it.
No, you can't get... There we go. A bit of me slightly glad that's over. It's a real mashup of anyone that Warner Brothers owns, isn't it? So it's like Adult
weird.
Swim, DC.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera, DC, Game of Thrones, which is very odd. I've seen some complaints about having all these child-friendly characters and then like this murderer all put together, but in a cartoony way. Yeah, it's weird, but it's free to play. Yeah, so the big thing is it's a clone of Smash Brothers. It's free to play, so that's inviting to anyone because it's available on most platforms. I don't know if it's available on Switch, but PS5, Xbox, and PC definitely. You get given like 4 characters to begin with, and then the more you fight with them and do different daily tasks and stuff, the more you can level up, the more currency you can earn. You can buy different characters, or you can just outright buy the characters if you fancy. Yeah. I've played enough of it to kind of get into it and see where Tim was excited about this. But I think after playing this and seeing how much Tim liked it, I really think Tim should play Smash Brothers.
Yes.
So I need to talk to him about that because
Yes.
I think he would enjoy that more than this.
Because that's what I've been hearing about MultiVersus, is that actually it is a bit of a love letter to Smash Brothers, and unlike a lot of Smash Brothers clones, it actually gets a lot of stuff right, but it's still ultimately not Super Smash Brothers, and that remains the best example of the genre.
Yeah, there was a game not long ago that came out. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it was a Nickelodeon Smash Brothers type clone, and I saw that go out to a lot of influencers, and they were all raving about it, how amazing it was. And then when it came to PlayStation Plus, so I started playing that. Went, wow, this is not a good game. I guess if you get sent a free copy and get paid for an advertisement, it will make the game infinitely better.
Loads pesky influencers and their lack of moral fiber.
Funny that. And then I started to get a bit, weary of MultiVersus before they announced it was free to play because the same kind of thing was happening. But now it is out, and I've heard more kind of, people I know, like Tim, for instance, saying how good it was. I thought I'd give it a try. And again, free to play. You can buy Founders Packs to unlock more stuff on the way in, but at the most it is free to play. Yeah, it's all right. It's not as good as Smash Brothers, but it's a Smash Brothers type game on your PlayStation that isn't Pizzazba. Has Batman in it. Unlocked a Batman. I like Batman.
Yeah,
That's
Batman.
Good.
Right, okay,
yeah.
Good.
Well, you can have two Batmans. You can have a Batman or you can have an animated Batman.
Ooh.
From the animated universe.
So it's not only buying the characters, it's them buying their skins, which has a really bizarre way to do it.
And recently, they've started showing their hand at that, where they go, this is kind of the FOMO element of it. You can buy character skins that will be timed exclusives.
Oh.
So they just released a bunch of summertime versions of characters where you can have a character in a Hawaiian shirt, or you can have Velma wearing a hula girl costume, which is...
I'll do it for some people.
Yeah, exactly. I have seen online already. It has done it for a lot of people.
Excellent. Good, you dirty old buggers.
Yeah.
Sorry, just dirty buggers. You don't have to be old.
I'm thinking of unlocking a regular Velma, because I think being a Velma main is a funny thing to say, but also one of her taunts is she drops her glasses, like the cartoon. I lost my glasses. And she gets down on her hands and knees scrabbling for her glasses, and it blurs the vision for everyone else. I thought that was funny.
Very good. But it's bizarre seeing some like these character classes appear. Like Bugs Bunny, he's a mage, apparently. He's a mage.
Yes.
Who knew Bugs Bunny being a mage?
I think Tom and Jerry are as well. Part brawler, part mage.
Part brawler, part mage.
Yeah, I want to unlock them. I want to unlock
They're
Taz
a mage.
as well.
Yeah,
I'd like to
Tom
try
and Jerry
Taz.
are a mage. There they are.
But,
do you know what I want to see? And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I want them to bring in some really dark bits of the Warner Brothers universes that they own. I want to see
Clockwork Orange.
No, Clockwork Orange. Yeah, yep. Him, Malcolm McDowell from Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, they just did that recently.
And I want to see Rorschach eviscerate Shaggy for some reason.
No,
I just do.
Do you know what? There's been a meme for a little while now where Shaggy is all-knowing, all-powerful, like a deity online. He's super, immortal. And it's always like the Matthew Willard version of Willard? The Scooby-Doo movie version of Shaggy.
Okay.
And they cut things out, like they take screenshots of that, like backstage interviews, and it's all people talking about how super powerful he is and how he killed all these people and stuff. In the game, Shaggy is like a Super Saiyan. He can charge up and have energy aura around him, and his eyes go white and his hair goes gold. It's in the trailers, but I was quite impressed that they actually leaned into the meme on that one. I liked that.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, I would like to see Rorschach in your similar vein of matchups, but against the Arnold Schwarzenegger version of Mr. Freeze.
Yes.
Who I think both appeared in Space Jam: A New Legacy.
That'd be incredible.
Probably.
Although the Uncle Shagworthy skin for Shaggy,
British Shaggy.
Yeah, is a little bit. Yeah, Uncle Shagworthy sounds like that uncle who the rest of the family doesn't want to own up that they're related to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is very reminiscent of. I don't know if you bothered to watch Space Jam 2: A New Legacy, Dan. I'm guessing you didn't.
Say I passed. I did a hard pass on that.
The big kind of climactic end of the film is a big basketball game going on with a crowd made up of just whatever WB has in their vault of back catalogue.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, like Danny DeVito's Batman knocking about with the Clockwork Orange characters,
nice.
with, rapists of a film from the 70s.
Lovely.
And Harley Quinn and Iron Giant. And it's all just mashed together in such a way that no one thought to go, hey, isn't this a kid's film? Why have we got certain characters in this movie? It's very odd. And it has one joke in it that's good. But yeah, that's a bad film. This game is similar to that, but you can have some fun playing this game where you will have no fun watching Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Yeah, Harry Potter stuff's got to be coming in, surely, as well. That's Warner Brothers.
It's Warner Brothers, but it's owned by Pottermore, I think the company is. Right. So there's a different... I think all licensing has to be agreed by J.K. Rowling, if I remember right.
Matrix!
Matrix could definitely be in there.
The Matrix. Austin Powers, I think.
Well, I hope we get to see Trinity jump and it freezes and the camera spins around, because I've not seen that in anything other than the Matrix. And
revolutionary, mate. Literally, mother fudger.
It's in Shrek. It's in Space Jam.
The Exorcist.
I think that's in Space Jam.
What, The Exorcist?
I'm not joking. Just look up screenshots of the.
All right, okay. I'll have a look. It's on my list of things.
Absolutely.
Thundercats.
Thundercats.
Oh, they've got so much good stuff when you look at it.
I know.
Oh,
it's a shame.
Dear.
It's a shame they have no idea what they're doing with the DC universe.
I know, right? God damn it. Anyway, I am moderately interested to look at it, but I'm assuming everything is multiplayer. There's no single player fun times to be had.
I think it's you can play against bots, or there's no campaign mode. You can play against bots, or you can play online. I'd recommend giving it a go. I mean, it's free to play again, so yeah. I'd recommend giving it a go. But it does no way hold a candle to Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Fair enough. Consider my card marked. Right.
Do you want to hear about some news?
Do you know what I specifically want to hear?
Go on.
In news. Is there a news stinger you need to do?
There's no news sting. I mean, we could make one up.
All right. It's the news. Yeah. There we go.
I'm just seeing what's available. Here you go. It is time for video game news. Without Tim.
Bread dog. Bread dog.
No,
I want to talk bread dog. Bread dog, bread dog, bread dog, bread dog, bread dog, bread dog. Bread dog.
What is bread dog?
Bread dog. Pokemon. There's a dog made out of bread.
Oh, the meme. I'm going to level with you. I put this on the agenda and did not have time to watch it, which is bad because I'm usually the only one who talks about Pokemon, and you seem to know something I don't.
Bread dog. Do you know the best thing about it? He's called Fido. Fidough.
That's a good name for a Pokemon.
Isn't it?
Or a dog.
Fido!
Or a bread dog.
Doggy.
Dog made of bread?
Yeah, he's a dog made of bread. He's got brioche rolls for ears. It's incredible. It's the best thing ever.
Good.
Look, I may be coming to Pokemon about 22 years too late, and I'll admit that. All right.
I mean, I'm glad you're into it, Dan. I will admit, I got according to this video, I got 14 seconds into the announcement before I had to get really hard into work and forgot about it.
You, sir, are letting the side down.
Right. There's 2 new Pokemon games, which is the Pokemon game. Oh, do you know what? No, I did watch more than that. The Pokemon Championships. Oh, Bread Dog.
Bread Dog!
There's Pokemon Championships are going on in London. That's usually to do with the Pokemon card game and also some video game stuff alongside it. For the first time, they're going to have a Pokemon Go Championship and a Pokemon Unite Championship.
Okay.
Ooh. And they showed off the new trophy for the championship, which is a trophy of a Pikachu holding a smaller trophy.
Wow. Trophyception.
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 Good. That's all I got because I didn't watch anything else. I was really busy.
Can I just give you some quotes about Fido from?
Go on, tell me about the bread dog.
From the Pokemon website.
Tell me about the bread dog, Dan.
Its breath contains useful yeast.
Oh.
And Fido ferments things in its vicinity using the yeast in its breath. Said yeast is useful for cooking, as Pokemon's been protected by people since long ago. But do you want to know the most interesting thing about Fido? And
What?
this is a direct quote.
A Pokemon Direct quote.
From scarletviolet.pokemon.com. This Pokemon has a moist, smooth feeling to it.
Did you write this copy?
No, I did not write this. This is not. I promise you, and when these Pokemon become excited, they puff up their bodies to appear bigger. It's a children's game, Nintendo. What are you doing?
I'm gonna put this to. See the Nintendo quotes about something. What was the one? There's nothing better than being inside a nice warm cat.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not
the
8 out of 10 cats like it too. Don't. Look,
that was
Fido.
good.
Look, this.
Oh
Pokemon...
no, that's adorable. I didn't realize it was spelt that. That's great.
Look, this Pokemon has a moist, smooth feeling to it. Look, it's real. I'm not just making this up for a change.
The accidental spelling of when they tried to talk about Wiggler Wednesday as well. That was pretty good.
He's 1 foot to 1 foot. 1 foot. That's 1 foot. And weighs 24 pounds. He's a chunky boy.
Mate, he's as tall as he is wide.
He bloody is.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to put this to you because I mentioned this before and I think you agreed and I think Tim agreed, but I know you guys tend to back out on this one. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are out on August the 3rd. They will be available on the Nintendo Switch and they will have cooperative multiplayer.
Right. Oh, God.
I reckon
try and make me play Pokemon.
I reckon we all get into Pokemon.
Oh,
at 40 plus 40 and just almost at 40, I reckon we get into Pokemon. Hardcore. You know the score.
It's going to make me feel like a very odd person.
Right. Before you argue about this, you bought Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I did. I thought it would be a good idea. It made me feel like an old... A bit of me felt a bit wrong.
Listeners, tell us on Discord, Twitter, Facebook, should we be getting into Pokemon at the ripe old age of 40s?
Oh, God. It's just going to confuse me and I'm going to get all grumpy.
That sounds fun.
Do you want to see what...
Oh
my God! I've just worked out Fido's body mass index. All right.
Whole grain.
He's got a body mass index of 112.
Wow.
Morbidly obese is 40.
It's an absolute
No carbs before marbs, Fido. Don't do it.
You're at the size of the lad.
What a chunky boy.
Anyway, sorry, I'm horribly unprepared for Pokemon, but I tell us if we should all be playing it because I think it'd be funny for us all to get into Pokemon.
I want to say I can see Tim getting very grumpy at it.
I can see Tim having more questions than answers, but I would just think if there's a slight glimmer that you stop playing Destiny and become a massive Pokemon fan,
right,
that would be hilarious to me.
Okay, right, it's not going to happen. Tell you that much.
No, I don't think it will. If anything, I'll get back into Pokemon more than you guys get into Pokemon. But I think it'd be funny.
It's just going to be Tim filling the silent space in between me nerding out about Destiny, you nerding out about Pokemon.
I mean, the game had a menu in it. I really liked it.
If you guys get the game, I will go get the squid attachment to stick to your phone and your Switch and your wired headphones.
Right. You'd be an idiot if you did that.
No, we use Discord like non-crazy
people. Like normies. Like normies. Yeah. Anyway.
Dan, you like talking about Destiny.
I do like talking
Bungie.
about Destiny, but do you know what I don't like? I don't like people being dickheads. Is what I don't.
No, not a fan. Got to admit.
I mean, this is just there's so many bits of this that just wind me up. So some Bungie employees got allegedly doxxed. Back in June. And this all started after one of Bungie's employees tweeted about a collaboration I have with a streamer called Umaze.
Yep.
Umaze. Either or. I'm down with the kids.
I believe it's Umaze.
Umaze. Who just so happens to be African American. Guess what? Because...
Wait, are you... No, wait, Dan. No, Dan, you cannot tell me that the internet, a community on the internet has piled together because of support of a black person.
I mean, there would be nothing I would love to tell you more than that.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I refuse to believe the internet is like this.
I mean, I hate to break it to you. Rather than it being a wonderful opportunity to affirm the wonders of an inclusive society, mouth breathers took to the internet and basically just started hurling racial abuse at said Bungie employee. The tweet received a reply threatening to kill employees.
Eesh.
And then got to the stage where Bungie employees started getting voicemails and texts on their own personal phones. And then one caller used a bunch of racial slurs and requested that Destiny 2 basically include lynching as kind of like, you know, in the gameplay. So violent racially charged scenes or DLC. And then their spouse started getting similar phone calls. And then someone ordered a pizza to their house and left a voicemail, "Enjoy your pizza," which is just all kinds of really... I mean, pizza, yum.
It's creepy, but it's the least offensive out of a lot of them.
Not so great. But, I mean, just really, really, really horrible stuff. And I think it kind of culminated in a Twitter user named Inkcell.
Oh, God.
Yeah, making threats at that time and tweeted a photo of the Bungie employee staff ID card and that they'd moved to live 30 minutes away from them. Yeah, this is just all kinds of wrong and all kinds of awful. And I never cease to be woefully and overwhelmingly disappointed with the state of the human race, where people think this is an acceptable way to behave. It's just so wrong. And unfortunately, this is exactly what media outlets grab a hold of when they're trying to explain, you know, when they're trying to, you know, vilify, you know, the video game culture once again.
Yeah.
And it just boggles my mind that people behave like this.
I just don't get it. I can understand a couple of people because, you know, there are people with disorders, there are people that may fall in with the wrong crowd or have a kind of closed mind on certain things. I'm not excusing any of it. I'm just saying I understand that to be the odd person here or there. And I understand that people get so into a particular piece of media, be that video games or comics or movies. And we've seen it, you know, we've seen it a lot of cases in firsthand. You know, people do rebel against certain changes. They don't like if a character gets racial swapped or gender swapped, or if there's a cancellation of something they like, or if a sequel goes to a different studio, or, you know, lots of different reasons for people to get annoyed. And I understand getting annoyed. Like, I've seen a couple of films that I'm a big fan of franchises of that I didn't particularly like. I don't need to go out my...
was a shocker.
No, not happy. They nerfed the Care Bear stare. Was not happy. But I don't feel I need to go out my way to locate people that worked on said property and threaten them, let alone, you know, exact revenge or turn up at their studios or offices or swap them or you know, dox them. Or I don't understand the need to do that to people. I will never understand the need to do that to people. I mentioned, what was it, No Man's Sky earlier when we were talking about, I remember covering that. We were talking about No Man's Sky, and before the game even came out, it got delayed twice, I think. And the second time there was the delay, there were death threats being made to developers and things being sent into the studio. And I just don't understand, not just the mentality of one or two people doing it, but a mass of people doing stuff like this. I really don't get it. I like pranks. I like to bust balls. We like taking the mick out of each other off mic, on mic. You know, you go so far, but doing it to a complete stranger, even if you feel it's warranted, I don't know how you feel it's warranted. It just
it's really kind of tied up with a kind of a really noxious sense of entitlement as well. So I don't like that, therefore you must bend to my will because I am just a reprehensible human being and a general waste of oxygen and carbon. If you've ever done anything like this, you are hereby you're hereby invited to no longer listen to this podcast. Put it that way.
I would like to think all our listeners are of sounder mind and better decisiveness to not do stuff like that. But this is why I don't put out there what my job is, because you could easily find out where I work. You could easily find out the exact location of where I work. And if you didn't like something,
station?
Yeah, the petrol station that I work at. And if you were like, do you know what? I've had it with BP. We are going to dox Coleman.
I've had enough of their £7 billion profits. Me seeing
That's
none of
it.
it. I'm done.
Look, I know you're all struggling, but that's my money, all right? I need to buy more baby seal slippers.
Exactly.
Ivory back scratcher.
Diamond shoes. How am I going to get more diamond shoes?
There's certain things I don't reveal online because of things like this. I'm terrified of people coming after you, or, in the same vein, saying the wrong thing and it negatively impacting on you when you don't mean the thing that, like, it works both ways. But it's terrifying that this fun little playground we had where we used to talk to each other and reveal each other, we used to talk to each other and talk about the things we did and share information and stuff. And now you go on, it's like, I need a pseudonym and I can't talk about anything I do. Can't reveal anything personally. It's a scary place, the internet.
Views of my own.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there we go. But
don't dox.
Just generally, don't be a dick. All right.
No, don't be a dick.
Can we just all agree on that? I know that's very much, flagrantly stolen from Last Leg because it's, quite frankly, one of their sayings. But it's a very true one. If you can do anything in life, just don't be a dick.
Yeah, and if you've got a deep, booming American voice, if you could just record us a voice clip where you go, BRB UK, don't be a dick.
Yeah,
then that'll be the new intro. Well,
it will be.
It's our moniker at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go. What else has been happening in the news?
Oh, would you Adam and Eve it?
What?
Well, you remember we had that Diablo mobile game?
Hey, you got a phone, right?
I do have a phone, and I played that Diablo mobile game until a different mobile game came along, which I'm not allowed to talk about. But there was another mobile. Yeah, I know. There was another Blizzard mobile game coming from NetEase, and that was one that was meant to tie into World of Warcraft. But unfortunately, according to Bloomberg, so not confirmed just yet, but this is coming from reliable sources at Bloomberg, and they seem to get everything right, it would seem, over the past at least 3 years now. Apparently we're not getting that game anymore. It's been shelved. It's being kept under wraps as to why it's been shelved, but it looks like it might be a monetary issue over at Blizzard. Don't know if that's to do with the acquisition from Microsoft, and maybe they've put a kibosh on it. But the World of Warcraft mobile game that was meant to be set is not going to happen at all. So this was meant to be Project Neptune. It was meant to be a World of Warcraft spin-off series set in a different time period to World of Warcraft, but we don't know when it was meant to be tied into the World of Warcraft MMO or Warcraft 1, 2, or 3. However, there is another mobile game that is meant to be coming out called Warcraft Arclit Rumble. That's a mobile tower defense game, and tower offense game, and that is still coming out. But the World of Warcraft tie-in is no longer happening.
Well, thank goodness. For a moment there, I was worried there wasn't going to be something to extract even more money from my wallet. It was terrible. I was like, how am I going to get my daily fix of microtransactions? How?
Did you ever get into that WoW crowd, Dan?
No,
not even Warcraft.
Nope.
No, okay. I got into WoW for a bit. I paid for it for a year longer than I realized.
Wow.
Well, I got into it, and then I started paying the subscription, and I think it was like probably £15 a month or something like that. And I stopped playing, and I didn't realize I was paying for it until a year later. And I looked at my bank statements and went, "Oh, I've been playing for this for a year. I should stop."
Donkey.
Yeah.
You absolute donkey.
Yeah, they made the original World of Warcraft. They brought all that back. You can play it in Classic, and you can play it free to play for up to certain levels. And I got into it a little bit during lockdown, but it's so dated that it could not grab me back into it the way I thought it was going to. So
yeah.
I had a couple of days of fun playing that game. You level up faster than you used to. That was nice.
Yep.
Anywho.
Mm-hmm.
Last bit of news we got this week. Sony
Right.
have announced that they are retiring the Accolades program.
Whoa, wait, what? What? Okay. Accolades?
This is something that launched with the PlayStation 5, and it's something much like your shock and awe, Dan. I did not know this was a thing that existed.
Genuinely, I did not know these were a thing.
No, so this comes from the 6-Axis, a good source of PlayStation information if you're ever looking for it. The Accolades feature is, if I've got this right, it's a form of kudos, basically, for your for people you play against or with in multiplayer games on the PlayStation. And it's the idea after you finish playing with someone in, say, like a Call of Duty, you can give someone a thumbs up or say good game. Or good player.
That's going to happen. Oh, I think they're a jolly good egg.
Well, yeah, if you play games on the PlayStation like you play The Division in an E3 presentation before The Division comes out, then this is the system for you. But Accolades, I didn't even know it existed until today when I started looking this up. And I guess it's just because I don't play that many online games. And if I do, they don't have the Accolade system, as far as I'm aware, in GTA Online or Fall Guys. And those are the only two online games that and Avengers. Those are the only online games I've been playing on the PlayStation 5. So I'm guessing it's for more mainstream, competitive kind of multiplayer titles. But apparently this is a feature that is no longer going to be supported because it's not being used. So you can no longer select whether a user that you've been... business part of me. A player that you've been playing against or with.
Whether a trusted gameplay partner.
Yeah, you can no longer highlight them as helpful, welcoming, or a good sport.
Really?
Which, nice things. They've taken a nice thing away from us because we didn't want to use nice things.
Do you know what? If there was an option to spew vitriol at someone at a touch of a button, you just bloody know.
Oh, yeah. If you put, like, the poop emoji or the middle finger emoji, then people will be all over that.
I haven't earned any accolades.
No, me neither. And I've played way more multiplayer games than you online on PlayStation 5.
Can I give you an accolade?
I mean, maybe.
I want to give you an accolade.
I heard a beep, so I assume you're messing around on your PlayStation.
No, I'm doing this live. I needed to know. No accolades. Can I give you one? I think you can only do it random people.
What about an accolade?
Hey. Accolades. No accolades. How it works in online matches with random matchmaking, you can give 3 accolades a match. You can only give accolades to people who aren't your friends.
Okay.
So that's why no one uses it.
But that's something that's never popped up for me, and I've played a lot of... I mean, I don't play a lot of online games, but when I do, they're usually against randos.
All right, Coleman.
I don't play a lot of online games, but when I do... The most interesting man in the world.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's why we can't have nice things, people.
No, because we're all mean gits that dox people at Bungie and send pizzas to their house.
We're all just assholes. Anyway,
and upset
it's very
Bleezy.
disappointing. I can't send my friends accolades, though.
I mean, I can send you an accolade.
No, you can't.
Well, I sent you information that Spider-Man is optimized for the Steam Deck.
You did,
that was a
and
good
I
thing
thank
I did.
you for that. Thank you, Coleman.
I also accidentally sent you a link to something at my work and then realized I did it and went, nope, and then took that off and then sent you the right thing.
Yep. Well, you know.
Good old me.
Good old you. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really need to know which brand of Big Eat turkey wraps were going to be, on offer at the petrol station this week. So, thankfully, really didn't care.
Give me more petrol. Give me more money for petrol.
More
I sent you an accolade. There you go,
Thanks.
just for you.
Oh, mate. You star. Right. I think we probably ought to finish. Amazingly, we've babbled on for long enough despite having Tim not here. So we probably ought to go.
We have Discords, but I forgot to add them.
Okay. Well, should we do them next week when Tim's back? I feel a bit bad taking... we can do it
have
now.
them
Do you
here.
want? I don't mind. I'll do it now.
I think they'll be fun.
All right.
We're not that far in.
Okay. So hit me, broadside me with one. What question is there from the Discord?
Well, I will say, if you want to get in contact with the show, then you can do on our comments section. We have that available on bigredbarrel.com. While you're there, we have a link to our Discord. We have Facebook at facebook.com/bigredbarrel. We have Twitter at twitter.com/bigredbarrel or at bigredbarrel if you prefer. And on YouTube, Big Red Barrel TV.
Lordy, that's with a TV.
Yes, all those links are available in the show notes of this here episode. So whatever podcast device you are listening to, just scroll down below the episode notes, and at the very bottom, they will have links to all those things that I have said. Also chapters. They're really helpful.
Yeah.
Over on the Discord, Sam Ronan, he wanted us to know that he was in his local... So following on from I found a Oculus Quest 2 for under £100 at CEX, but didn't want to buy it because that's been on a man's face.
Yeah.
Probably. He said, I was in my local CEX earlier on Friday, and they had a 512 gigabyte Steam Deck for £900.
Yep, don't buy it.
Classic CEX.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can remember when, like, I think they were selling Switches back when they were supply constrained for like 550 or 600 quid. And I think they were gouging hard with the secondhand GPU market as well when there was a shortage there. Like, yeah, not cool. Not cool, CEX. Not cool.
In can't remember the name. Fulham Broadway, CEX. They were selling. I remember they were selling PlayStation VR headsets, not even PSVR 2. PlayStation VR headsets just after they launched for £500. They were selling SNES Minis for £200.
Oh, give over.
I used to love CEX, and now they're just the gouging market. So, yeah, they're not great.
I'm going to look at. I'm going to see what Steam Deck goes for.
You do that.
£900. £900 is what they're currently selling them for. You arseholes.
I kind of wish Tim was in for this because this would make him laugh, if anything. Richard Kirk.
But cynically, they'll buy it from you for less than you paid for it.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Of course.
So you buy for cash.
They'll give you more for store credit, though.
Oh, yeah. Great. Fantastic. I can
like
put things
10
that have been
quid
on
more.
I can own things that have been put on other people's faces. Great. Lovely. Thanks for that.
Right. Richard Kirk. He's requested this in Welsh, by the way.
Oh, God's sakes. All right. Okay.
I think I've had the most the most interaction with the Welsh, so I think I can do a respectful
the
Welsh accent.
Okay, right. Beautifully said.
Sorry, let me prepare.
All right.
I have a memory.
Oh, Christ.
Top BRB UK memories. Juggernaut is right up there.
Right.
I remember distinctly listening to that as I sat on a train pulling out of Euston heading home.
Can I just say, you've got a massive vein that's popped out on the side of your head.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, it's hot.
It's just, but being Welsh makes that come out for some reason, right?
Mate, you've got it too. It's just you got hair. He goes on to say, changing my name on Twitter /BRB UK in response to Coleman saying my name incorrectly each week. Oh, yeah,
right.
We used to call him like Richard Bon Kirklemon and stuff like that.
Right.
And his other memory is discovering BRB UK had replaced SG UK, and that was my favourite gaming podcast that hadn't disappeared.
I know, mate. But we came back like a veruca.
It's a big vein, isn't it?
It's big old vein.
Stingo. Sorry,
right.
As Tim says. Stingo. His favourite memory is Dan's original I Have a Question, was a hoot, still is, and is also available on Big Red Barrel TV on YouTube in animated form.
It certainly is. Oh, thank you.
Sam Ronan also says, possibly a terrible / horrible idea for episode 600. We're not getting there.
Please don't even think about that yet.
The cast face their old selves. Tim / Mighty Mutt, Dan versus Captain Average, and so on. That's a quick way of skirting that I wasn't in the original shows.
Yeah. Wow.
Coleman versus Brady. Not...
Yeah, you're like in kind of the Pokemon evolving diagram. That is quite incredible that you go from Brady, a little hairy Scots bloke, to a more voluminous baldy chap.
Southern South Hampshire baldy get.
All words to that effect. I know. There we go.
It looks like Brady is devolving.
Hey!
The Buckfast gets traded for Special Brew.
Yes.
Not sound like Stone Coleman. Might be a bit too like their future selves a bit, though. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think we had more, but I can't be bothered.
Well, generally speaking, if you want to see what future Ocelot looks like, you know those two old giffers on the Muppet Show, sat in the balcony.
Oh,
That's pretty much what we're
Wardlaw
gonna
and
turn
Statler and Wardorf.
Waldorf?
Wardlow.
Oh, I don't know. Goes with W. That's essentially
Maybe.
what we're going to turn into. Or Top Gear, one or two. I don't know.
Mine is that'd be you and Tim. I will turn into my dad.
I think we all eventually turn into our dads.
I mean, yeah, you do.
No. Anyway, I think we should.
You do look like your dad,
probably-
Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, before I have such slander repeated about me, God damn it, we're gonna go. We are. That's what we're gonna do. So that has been Tim this week. So there's 1/3 less things we need to remind you about. But nevertheless, I'm gonna remind you that I have been Dan.
Oh man, would you Adam and Eve it? Would you absolutely believe it? I have been chaos.
Yeah, you have. Well done, Chaos.
Tell my girlfriend's not in the house.
Yeah, I know, right? Not soundboard air horns. He just hates his neighbours. So cool. Well, thank you for listening. We should be back next week with a Tim in tow. And if not,
Or a Timotei.
a Timotei. So
Not for me.
we'll be back. Thanks for downloading us. Thanks for listening once again. Make sure you click on all the links in the show notes. And until next time, dear listeners, toodle bye.
You and your ears are quite welcome for the podcasting goodness that you just heard. Why not roll on over to BigRedBarrel.com for more podcasts, news, reviews, and videos from the biggest, reddest site on the internet, BigRedBarrel.com.
I do each night is Stray, hoping that I'll play a cat game again someday.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought that just
He
now.
went,
Really? You're battling that, Coleman.
I'm always looking for an excuse
Really
to
are.
bring Take That into the show.
Take cat.